I want for my daughter what every mother wants. I want her to have 2.5 kids and a good husband. You know, I want her to have that full life.
Yeah. I want my daughter to have a normal life. You know, 2.5 kids, one just cut right in half, like from the waist down in half, and a good husband, right? I mean, I just want for my family and daughter to be normal. Well, Mom, or whatever you want to be called, if you want a family to be normal, I don't think you should be cutting your children in half. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, everybody has a different meaning of the word normal. But hey, you do you. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Skinny Penis here, back with a brand new video. Sorry about the lack of uploads. I was busy throughout those past 2 weeks, you know, because being a YouTuber, I am very, very busy. But anyways, today's video is about a woman who essentially wants to... I don't even know what she wants to do, to be honest. Oh, okay, this is what TLC says. She basically chose a puppet over her fiancé. Wow. Things are already looking great for this video. Let's start this. You know, I've probably asked this before, but how do they get these figures? Is it like an average over a certain amount of time? Or do they just, like, stay with them for a week and they're like, yo, anytime you touch that fucking puppet, we're gonna need you to press this little beeper thing so that we can start our timer.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I just looked up some math and whatnot. This lady spends essentially half her year messing with puppets. But you know what? I'm not gonna criticize her on what she wants to do in her free time, because if you're like me, you beat your dick for that amount of hours in a year. Oh shit. Jerry, you put the wrong thing in the script! Jerry, come on!
She always has the doll with her. It's just ridiculous. It would be nice to spend time with just April and have her leave the doll at home. Which of your babies is in the suitcase now?
Which of your babies are in the suitcase now? I wouldn't say that in public, because, you know, here in the US, if you say something like that, you're gonna get arrested. Like, how many failed chromosomes do you need to have to think that that's right to say? Like, I know we're talking about puppets, but still, you're out at a park and you're like, yo, show me your baby. You know, that one that's in your suitcase. Like, you know what? 20,000 likes, and you wanna know what I'll do? I will record me going to my park and asking people to show me their suitcase babies, alright? Like, that is a legit promise. Now, I personally don't think we're gonna be able to do it, but if you wanna, you know, change my mind, go ahead and leave a like on the video, like, literally right now. Punch that thing like it is your hamster, like it is my desk! Ow, that really hurt. Why am I so dumb? My fist is, like, throbbing now.
As a matter of fact, May, she's wanted to say hi. Like, hello, how's you been?
I've been good.
That sounded like a very, very uncomfortable, I've been good. Like, she's just back in Vietnam, and her arms and legs are, like, shot off. One of the medics are like, yo, are you good? And she's just like, oh yeah, my arms are just, like, dangling on the side of me. You know, hanging on by a piece of skin. But you know, I'm fine. Go handle somebody with, like, a paper cut. Actually, now that I think about that was a really bad analogy. So, I'm just gonna leave, but I'll leave this at the door for you.
Mining away. May thinks that my sister is intimidated by her looks. I just think she feels that she's being replaced, and that's really hard for her. Put your hand in my mouth. Come on.
I don't know if I want to.
Put your hand in my mouth.
I want to.
Put your hand in my mouth. Do it.
And this was the day that Kermit the Frog officially became a rapist. You know, when he started going up to people and saying, "Fist my throat, please." And that could very well be taken out of context. And you know, it probably will be taken out of context sometime. I honestly wouldn't even doubt it. So I'm just gonna go sit in a hole and regret my life choices about what I just said.
How does that work with dating? Like, because you have your puppets with you all the time. Like, if you take them on your first date.
You're not Gargle Walter, so just, like, shut it.
Like, do you
May, you can't talk like that to my sister. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Nigga, what? Is she talking to herself now? You know, now that I see that she's actually mental, I kind of feel bad for making fun of her now. But actually, now that we know she has multiple puppets, I wonder if she has, like, a specific personality for each one. Now that I say that, I can literally imagine the trailer of Split, except instead of it being all that guy with different personalities, instead it's just a bunch of puppets just, like, chasing around those girls.
It would be easier if you know, didn't have to always carry around, like, a heavy puppet.
You know what, Brenna?
And, like,
No.
Really,
Seriously, bye.
No! I'm just trying to be a good sister. Like, I want to make your life easy.
No, apologize to May.
I'm sorry, May.
Wow, look at that. She just became a puppet's bitch. Like, she literally just became a Krillin of the actual Earth. If you don't know who Krillin is, he's basically a really weak person in Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so this video is fairly long, so I'm just gonna, like, cut to the good parts of it, the juicy little bits of the puppets, you know, the part that you shove your fist down. Sorry about that, but talking about puppets really gets me going. But now that I got that out of my system, let's continue.
I know that in order to stay close to her, I can't tell her me or the puppets.
You know, I worry as a mom.
I worry about her not having health insurance and
Of all things you're worried about, it's her not having health insurance. Not the fact that she literally walks around with puppets, pulls them out, and asks people to shove their fist down its throat. But no, you're worried about her not having health insurance. But then again, if she goes up to a stranger and says, "Put your fist in my puppet's throat," she's probably gonna get stabbed. So I guess that mom is right about worrying about her health insurance.
May, I'm so glad that you're standing next to me. Don't I look skinnier already? Well, May, you can go to hell. Sorry, wouldn't want to sit in your audience.
Okay, so I'll be the first to admit it, I've made some pretty bad jokes. And not even in terms of like, oh my gosh, that's so offensive, but I mean like legit just bad jokes. But this is a whole new level of bad. Like, I would rather put pepper spray in my eyes and like pour it down my ears than listen to this. Like, her comedy is probably the reason why we have wars still. Like, if we had access to her during World War II, we could literally have put Hitler down. Like, just imagine the possibilities.
Do you like the flow of those, Mom? Pretty good, pretty good.
I want for my daughter what every mother wants. I want her to have 2.5 kids and a good husband. You know, I want her to have that full life.
Yeah, I want my daughter to have a normal life, you know, 2.5 kids, one just cut right in half, like from the waist down in half, and a good husband, right? I mean, I just want for my family and daughter to be normal. Well, Mom, or whatever you want to be called, if you want a family to be normal, I don't think you should be cutting your children in half. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, everybody has a different meaning of the word normal. But hey, you do you.
So you are here because you want to possibly explore why you have this behavior.
Yeah, I just, because I don't think I'm divorced from reality, but I just want to make sure that's not the case.
I'm no therapist. I mean, I don't have a degree in psychology or therapy or whatever. But I think you might be a little divorced from reality. I mean, you literally talk to yourself out in public with a puppet. If that's not, and I quote, divorced from reality, then I don't know what is.
I was engaged to a guy who, it was either him or the puppets. I am so glad I gave him up instead because he wanted me to change who I was. I am so glad I didn't.
Okay, so I've been being pretty mean, like, in all of my videos, but I gotta give it to her. Choosing to be herself instead of changing because of other people. You know what? Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. I need to find myself a clapping thing to put in the audio while editing. But yeah, this is going to take a really quick turn. Don't change yourself because somebody else wants you to, unless you're like a murderer, then, you should probably change yourself, because, killing people isn't too nice. Okay, anyways, let's get back to the video. There's not much left. So yeah, let's continue.
So when you're out in public, are there any negative reactions towards May?
One time I was doing a trade show performance and a guy tried to have me arrested. And I actually really got into it with him.
I kind of feel like there's a lot more to that story than she's just letting on. Like, she wasn't just doing a show and then some guy's like, yo, no puppets here, I'm calling the police. I mean, there's always more than one side to a story. But I'm gonna assume that she tried to get that guy to shove his fist down that puppet's throat like earlier.
I don't see any reason to put the puppets aside or to spend any less time with them. If anything, I'm spending as much time with my children as possible.
And that is the end of the video. As you can tell, that show did absolutely nothing for her as she still spends time with the puppets. But I guess her mom got what she wanted, because now she calls the puppets her children. I wonder if she has any of them cut in half, because, her mom wanted 2.5 kids. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I just want to say, sorry for no videos in like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure I said it at the beginning of the video, but in case I didn't, I've just been really busy. But hey, now that I've dropped out of high school, I'll have plenty more time to do videos and whatnot. That was clearly satire. If you didn't think that it was satire, you should actually get a lobotomy done on yourself. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, and you leave a like, I will give you a Lamborghini. And if you subscribe, I will give you your own personal jet. And you know what? While we're at it, if you do both of those, I will give you my PS2, alright? Actually, I'm gonna be for real for a minute. I probably won't because I use that more than I use my Xbox. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.